because I'm in studio by myself. Well, no one can hear me, so I could say all kinds of bad things right now, and no one would know. All right, so setting. I think I bumped a setting. Um, okay, so are we good? We good to go? Okay. All right. So we get to start again. Somehow the audio got caught up. Thanks to the team back there for catching it, letting me know, and getting it fixed up. I'm gonna get a better checklist coming through here to make sure that's good. We tested it earlier, and then I made a mistake, and whatever. So y'all ready for take three? All right. So everyone's been here with us for about 7 or 8 minutes. I'm gonna just start over, but I'll go the quicker version. Today we're talking about Agent Dashboard. And we are releasing for the first time ever agency dashboard. And I guess you can probably guess what that difference is, but we're going to go into full detail and explain that and how you can take advantage of that if you have an agency, if you're more than a single person shop, or if you have a entity, so you have your own license and a company LLC or corporation license. So we're going to go through that today. We're going to also revamp on Agent Dashboard, and we're going to release another feature that's going to really help and enhance Agent Dashboard for you today. So we're excited to release these. As you guys know, we're brand new. SureSales has been around for a while, but we've mostly been in research and development, taking a lot of things I did over 20 some years of software development in our industry, and the patient advocacy on the other side, medical stuff, and taking a lot of those things and then building a new platform that is really going to help agents. And our core mission is to, you see our slogan, it says make more. Well, that's our core mission, to help you make more. So much software out there is built, and you end up working for it, don't you? You go and you got a problem. I need this, I need that, and my leads aren't right. I need a CRM. I need some kind of tool to help me with this or that. And what happens almost invariably is that you go buy this tool, you go on the sales call, you get the demo, it all looks great, and you buy it, you get on the subscription, and you go back in, and most of the time you end up getting a lot more time sucked out of you than you think. You end up with the software that you end up working for it, is what I always say. Like, it's like, who's working for who? Like, this was supposed to put me on another level, solve a problem, but now I got to work for it so that it'll solve my problem. And many people, if you're a salesperson by trade, by nature, like I am, like everyone I worked with, when I was building an agency and building call centers and all that, was I want to be on the phone. I want to be on the doors. I want to be out there selling. My only thing I get paid for is selling policies. If I sell a policy, I get paid. Everything else is just trying to get me to sell a policy. But if my energy is sucked, if my human energy is sucked out of me, trying to do this technical stuff, trying to make this software work and figure out how to configure that and use this software to do this and all those things, well, I'm not really in that state where I need to sell. And so as someone who understands what that is and has been working for over 25 years, helping agents to be in the position where all they have to do is sell, and from doing that myself and knowing what that's like, we're uniquely positioned to build software that solves problems for you. And that's what I think the difference in SureSales software is. A lot of you guys, I see a lot of you guys in here, a lot of you guys already use Agent Dashboard, and I got the response has been over and underwhelming on the Agent Dashboard release so far. And it's been overwhelming in that there was so much good stuff to say, but underwhelming to the extent that no one was like, wow, this is the greatest thing ever. It does this and that, da, 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 da. Everyone was just like, dude, that was cool. That's great. Thank you. Oh man, it does it. It does what it's supposed to do. And I think that's the difference, because, when you log on to Agent Dashboard, the first thing you get, you just put your NPN number in, and all of a sudden you get all your licenses, carrier relationships, active appointments, just right in here mapped for you. You have an easy dashboard for your carriers. You can set up your favorite products, add and subtract from those, and they change over here so you can jump off and find whatever products you want. You see all your licenses, at least the ones that are expiring soon, and then you can jump to more of them. You can jump to all this stuff. So this happens instantly. As soon as you sign up, absolutely free, you go in, you give us your name, email, phone number, and your NPN, which is open source, by the way, and all this information comes from public data. So we are able to go grab all that data for you, instantly organize it for you there. Now, you don't have to work. You don't have to do anything. Your stuff's here. This works for you. So your licenses, your appointments, all that are in here. And then there's more that I'll get into in a little bit for those of you who are new to Agent Dashboard. But it also puts in, not only your licenses and appointments, but it also puts the industry at your fingertips. So whatever products you like, you can click on one and you can start finding the carriers that offer that product and the other things. But I'll get to that in a minute. So 2.5 weeks ago, we launched Agent Dashboard. No one had heard of Agent Dashboard before. At most, people had heard of me and SureSales. A lot of you have. A lot of you have no idea who I am. But it's such a big world. There's over 1 million licensed insurance agents that are actively producing. So very big world. And everyone kind of thinks their corner of the world is the world, but it's a huge world, and we, want to get out to all of them. But 2.5 weeks ago, I made a couple posts on Facebook, and I think 1 or 2 on LinkedIn and all that, sharing screenshots. And I said, hey, we're going to go live with a webinar on Monday. And we did 2 webinars. One was for anyone who was interested in the affiliate program and wanted to learn how they could make money and become part of our, just like you're an affiliate for the insurance companies. You don't have, there's no real management or anything else, but there is a relationship there where if you send in business, they pay you a commission. And we're doing that for people. So our first one was that. Our second one was just to launch the program. So think about this. 2.5 weeks ago on Monday morning, everyone woke up. No one knew what Agent Dashboard, what it could do. No one ever logged in. By the end of the week, we had over 400 people sign up and over 25, I think it was 24 actually, producing affiliates by Friday, and more from there. That number now is almost 600, and I think it's like 48 affiliates. Let me go see if I can find that report. I'll just kind of show you. This is my internal report here. So, if we count these, so, look at this. Michael Vigil, 110. He's on fire. Mike Curry with 51. Brandon Kovach, 50. Brandon Elliott, 41. We got a group of people in the 20s. And then this kind of goes like the standard bell curve for sales centers. But look at this. 575 total signups in just over 2 weeks, 1 initial push, no extra publicity. And then the affiliates were running with this and making money. We got some guys making, going to make more money doing this than they did on their insurance sales, possibly. So, I mean, in 2 weeks, we're writing checks for $3,000 to our top producers here. So, so let's look at this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38 affiliates producing in just a couple weeks. So, you can see we had this big launch. There's a big publicity curve here, and then we had some steady affiliate signups over time there. So, this has been our curve here, and this is what you'd expect when you do a big launch. Put a lot of effort into it, and then you settle on a baseline of all of that. So what people are telling us is that this software does what it's supposed to. I have my license. I have access to the carriers. So if we come back in here, let me just, for those of you who are new, I want to show it to you. And for those of you who've seen it a while, just take it as a refresher. Go get a cup of coffee. It's going to take about 5 minutes. I'm going to walk through what this does. So I already showed you Agent Dashboard. Instantly, as soon as you sign up, you're going to come over here to insuresales.com. And by the way, don't wait for the end of this presentation. Y'all over here, I think the great Zig Ziglar once said, one of his core principles was don't make people listen to your entire presentation while they have their checkbooks out and ready to write. So if y'all want to go to insuresales.com right now and just sign up and see for yourself, that would be actually cool. You could do that, and you can put in the chat the wow moment that you got or how you felt when you saw this wasn't just a presentation, but it was your stuff. But you go to insuresales.com. There's a lot you can learn about us and everything here. But the best thing is go to free account, and you go to register. Say, do you have an insurance license? It's going to ask you for your NPN. Verify that you're a licensed insurance agent. This is for licensed insurance agents only. There's a button here where you can look up your NPN. It'll take you to it'll take you to the National Insurance Producer Registry, and you can look it up there if you don't know it. Wait, that's not the right one. I think this is going to tell me I can't do it. So I put my number in. There we go. And then you're going to put in this information, your email, first, last, phone number, create a password, and then your subdomain. Now, it's important to understand on the subdomain what this is. I mean, what a subdomain is if you can look, let's see, which one am I in? So right here, so you see the domain bar right here. I think y'all can see it, but it says it's not insuresales.com and log in, which you can log in from there, but it says bt.insuresales.com. That's my own, Brandon.bt. So I put that in there as my demo dashboard for this. And so it's going to create your own subdomain in here. So if it's just like an email address, if it's taken, you can't have it. If it's not taken, you can have it, right? So you can create that. Now, this is important because it says private platform name. A lot of people don't understand what that is. Our security layer is above anything out there right now. So we have something that if you're in IT, we call it tenancy, and it takes a lot of effort to get like this. So most of those private labeled technology things that you get, I don't want to get too specific, but a lot of that is just an agency. They sign up. If you put something in there, the agency, the guy or the gal who is private labeling that, they see everything that you have. So you got to really trust that person. We went to extreme lengths to keep it private, and it's also the security is just what the security is, right? But this is no agency. You're dealing directly with InsureSales on the InsureSales platform. But what this does is it basically like a copying machine. When you set this up, it sets up your own website, your own server, not your own server, but it sets up your own website, your own domain. And if you go from one domain to another, it's just like going from google.com to insuresales.com. The two don't meet. So if someone hacks into one, they can't hack into the other. It's an entirely different site. So it's a domain, but it's a subdomain. So you get to choose the name of the one that you want. And we basically make a copy of our software and put it on there for you. So you have that deep layer of security with doing that, and it's your subdomain that you can use. Now, if you get a little more technical, you can also point your own domain. So you get abc.com. You can go into the technical side and get the records pointing to that, to your subdomain, and then it'll come up on any domain that you want. A lot of people are more technical like that. So that's a feature that's already built in. But you're going to put that information in, and then you're going to get this. So that so this has all the information here. It instantly knows, puts it on a map for you, and then it'll show all your carriers. Now we are integrated with about 51 carriers, I think, and a couple more just came on last week that we're bringing on. So, and that's going to be a growing number. If you're a carrier happen to reach us, we're interested. We want to make the platform as big as possible for everyone. But we have about 51 carriers that we have in what I call carrier intelligence on, and I'll show you that in a minute. But even if these are not carriers that we have carrier intelligence on, it's going to show here in your carriers. Now, what you can do real quick is you can come in, because this is your dashboard. The goal is to have everything in one place, right? So you come in, you put in your writing number. It takes whatever you put in there, and now it's here, right? So I'm going to put in 87654 and all that. So with a little bit of setup with the information you have, we brought in your public data. Now you can take your private data and you can put it right in here, and you always have a place to go. What's my writing? How many of you in multiple states or lots of carriers and all that? Where's my writing number? What is it? Do I have it on a sticky note? Do I have it in a spreadsheet somewhere? And then I got to go to another spreadsheet for this, and it gets messy. And that's why people don't scale. They don't scale and get bigger because they don't have that ground foundation to be able to manage all that. We built it. We're giving it to you. So you can have all of that in here. You can see your licenses that are going to expire. So this is the ones that expire next. So I have some Nevada and Puerto Rico coming up into July. Everything else is in good order. So I don't have to do anything about those now. And then I can look at my favorite products. So let's say I don't want any of these products. Well, I'll leave a couple. But I want this one, this one. I'm not even looking. I'm just, come on. So I've already added those products. So it looks like I did immediate annuity, accidental death. So let's look for an immediate annuity. We've always had to call our FMO, right? Or call a bunch of FMOs. Where do I go if I get a referral for a term policy and I don't really write a lot of term, but they want me to do it for them because I'm their agent, et cetera? Where do I go? I got to call FMOs. I got to get a bunch of sales pitches. It takes a long time to get access to even look at stuff, and it gets kind of messy. Google searches don't work as good as you hope they do, things like that. Well, here you go. Immediately, here's some carriers that we have the intelligence on that have immediate annuities. You can click on any one of these carriers. We're just going to take F and G here, no particular order. And here's our carrier intelligence on this. It puts it all on your fingertips. Well, this company writes in all 50 states and the Virgin Islands. They're not in Puerto Rico. They are in DC. So that's like 53 jurisdictions, I think. It's a big deal. We're always like, and you have licenses in 52 states. Like, oh, they're going to make fun of us if we do that. Y'all remember Obama said 57 states? He meant 57 states and territories, but it got cut off. Everyone made a big deal. Well, we had a deal like that. So they're in the states and the jurisdictions. So DC, Virgin Islands, not Puerto Rico. We see that. We also see here the available products that they have. So here's their universal life, index annuity, fixed annuity, immediate annuity. It shows their plans. So they're, what were we looking for? An immediate annuity a while ago. So they have the F&G immediate income, fixed annuity. They have these three, et cetera, et cetera. So it shows those, and then also it has their documents here. So I can take in, so let's look at a state. Let's say we want immediate annuity. And by the way, I will admit one thing. Our documents are the hardest thing to keep constantly updated. We got to do a lot of this manually, this carrier intelligence, because carriers don't want to really integrate with us. It's kind of hard to do, and it's long processes. We have methods and systems where we can just do it ourselves. But the forms is the hardest, so this is the one thing that is not always complete. But let's say we want a California immediate annuity document. Well, looks like we got a couple brochures for it right here. You click download, it's there. Let's try a different, let's try their UL product. Now here we go. So here's their application brochure, several brochures, miscellaneous documents, underwriting guidelines. This is all here for you right there. So there's a lot here. And then the second thing is, well, how do I find more if I don't have it? So here's their carrier website. You can click that link. It'll take you right there. Hopefully in another window. Yes. So you're right there. That's their website. You can go to their agent portal. If you are an agent already, you can just sign up. And you can go in there, and then there's where you register for the portal to get started once you've gotten your contract. So it's all there for you. If you need agent services, you want to know how to submit applications, it's all here. Commissions, you have commission questions, all of that. Customer service and licensing contacts. So we warehouse all this intelligence for you so that the agency is actually at your fingertips. I just showed you one carrier. I could pick any one of these carriers. Show you again. Products. Let's see. I was going to try to do something random, but I mean, y'all get this. It's all here. Let's just do health insurance. So we don't have ACA, a carrier intelligence that's coming this summer, and some other limited medical benefits and all that. But, so we have travel health with GeoBlue. We also have limited benefit. Let's just look at GeoBlue right now. By the way, this is a pretty cool just thing to have in your back pocket. But GeoBlue, we come into them, we can see this is this actually blows our model because we don't have an international model, but they specialize in travel health and global insurance. So if you travel a lot, they're like the place to go. All their enrollments are online and all that. So anyway, so we have their stuff here. It's the same. How to submit applications, customer service, more details. We tell you about the company, things you need to know about the company. If you're selling insurance, my dad always touched, and I'll give this to you for free. There's 4 things that an agent wants, that a customer needs to be satisfied on emotionally to be able to make a decision. And that's CAP, C-A-P-P, customer, agent or agency, company, agent or agency, policy, and price. If you can satisfy them on all 4 of those things emotionally and logically, then they're going to be they can't help but make the buying decision. So one thing about this is if I go teach you that I'm a good agent and I have a good product at a good price. Well, if they don't feel good about the company that's going to insure them, who's going to be able to pay that claim someday, they're not going to know it. So we have plenty of information on them here. We also are aggregating news and events. So when carriers send out updates, they change their policies, their forms, they have rate increases here or there. Y'all all get the emails, right? And what happens when you start getting a lot of emails? Well, those emails start going everywhere, right? I got an email for this and I can't take care of that. Did I print that off? What do I do about this? Is it in my CRM? Do I put it here? Like, what do I do with it? Well, these updates are here for you. And also, we're doing news aggregation. So if you look back here, and this is not meant to be a plug for that, but it's edit. News. So you go to insuresales.com/news. All the news on the insurance business, I wouldn't say all, but a lot comes in through here. So all the stories that are going on, and if there's stories about those particular carriers, that'll be in that carrier side as well. So you can come over and just take a look at this. Like CMS announced 5.06 payment increase for Medicare Advantage plans. You can put that here, and you'll see the whole story right here. So that's there, and that's going to also be in Agent Dashboard. So if you're looking at someone, you want to hear the news, you hear some news about it, come in here, see if it's there. There's a good chance that it's going to be. And if you ever have to catch up on a carrier, this is going to be long form. You can see in chronological order what their updates, how they were in the press, all of those things as well. But the most important part is that you have their products, plans, forms, all of that at your fingertips. Now, people ask me, what about the companies you're not integrated with? Well, we can help get their stuff to them, but there's a couple things we can do as a community. So I'm kind of leaking it out, but before it's available. But if you guys will, I think it'll be next week or sometime, we'll be able to start inputting information like the carrier portal information. You have some company from nowhere. Well, I pull in your licensing data. I put it in your contracts, and you start putting that information in, and then we could collaboratively start getting those things. Like if 10 people put in that ABC Insurance Companies, their carrier portal is this, and we go check it and it's cool, then it'll automatically be in there for everyone else. There's some things like that are happening. And by the way, I mean, talk to your VP, talk to your sales rep, talk to the people. Like, you want it in here, we can, we're open for business like that. We want to be a place that aggregates all the information for you and puts it at your fingertips, software that works for you, not what software you have to work for. All right. And then, so the last part, I think, I mean, you can go through there. There's a lot of ranges for this, like those documents. You could go in and just filter all of those. But you come into my contracts. Here's all your contracts. So it's important, if you're going to be in business, you're going to grow at big scale, like I did, going from one state license and 3 or 4 companies to having over 40 active at all time. Room full of agents everywhere working in 50 states. Well, you got to be organized, and this does it for you. You got to know where your contracts are, your commission advances, all that stuff. Most of us aren't quite aware. We wouldn't even know where to go back to find it, but this gives you one little place you can come in. Okay, so here's this contract. Whatever company you're with, it'll be there. Sometimes it won't have a logo if it's something that we're not aware of, but you can come in here, put in your writing number. You can put in your portal information. Well, I already have that in there, but if it's not in there, you'll be able to put in the details of the portal. You'll be able to upload any documents. This is where I say for sure your contract, your agent agreement, your commission schedule, and your advance amount and your advance agreement if you have one. Those things should be in here all the time. You always know where they are. You hire an assistant, they'll know where they are. You pass on, there'll be a place like here, all my stuff's in here. This is what you need to know. But that'll be at least 50 years from now for most of us. Okay. So that's Agent Dashboard at a glance. Today we are announcing. If you have any questions, let me just look before we go in. I start talking, I get on a roll here. Let me just look in the chat and see. Um, yeah, so agency dashboard, Brandon Kovach, we will go in more than earlier on this announcement. We're actually going to demonstrate it here in a second. If anyone has any other questions right now, just kind of put them in the chat so that I can start answering them if I haven't covered anything fully. But like I said, don't wait for me. If you want to see, if you haven't gotten on Agent Dashboard yet, go to insuresales.com/agent-dashboard, or just click on the free account in the upper right-hand corner. Go ahead and sign up and then tell us what you think. And then this next will be even more obvious to you. So I want to thank the Insure team here for Agency Dashboard and the other feature we're about to talk about, because as this often goes, it's a piece of cake. You get it done, it's all specced out, and at the last moment you see about 10 things you didn't think about. So we've had some people working around the clock to get this out, and it should be going live, if not any minute now, then by tomorrow morning. So you'll have a chance to not only sign up for it if it's a fit for you, but also to be able to promote it and make long-term residual income on that. So the affiliate program that you get with Agent Dashboard gives you a link that you can send out, and this is a different link, but it also gives you a QR code and a custom thing to be able to fill that out. So it'll show like your signups. This is a demo account, so this shows your signups. It'll give you an ad library. So we're going to be adding to this, but this is here now. So these are just pre-made ads that you can take and post on social media, put it there. So you take this out, download it. Now you have it. You put it in with your affiliate link. So you see it downloading. You put it in, post it on social media, post it on a website, your website, wherever you want to put it, with your affiliate link, hyperlinked. And when they go sign up, you're going to get credit for it. Right now, and I think we're going to extend this till the end of the month. We're paying $25 for every sign up of the free account, and 25% commission on every paid product and all that. And let me show you a little bit about what those are here. So agency, well, before I go into agency dashboard, it's going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to show you the simple thing. So let me get my bearings here. Right. So all of your licenses and appointments and all of that have come in, and they're here. Now, what's going to be happening very soon, because we found from our feedback that's about 99% accurate, everything that comes in. We're able to pull from public data, but we got like weird things. Like someone said, I have one license that hasn't shown up in one particular state. I have someone had an expired license show up, but then they renewed it and that didn't show up. So it's a fringe case. It's like 1% of things, but it's on the fringe. And so we are going to obviously be trying to figure out where that is, but a lot of that's not under our control. So we're going to be able to release the ability for you to edit any of these that you want to. So if the wrong one's in, or you want to add one and all that, I mean, it's yours. If you mess it up, it's on you, right? But the official data that we're getting from official sources, if there's an error in that, you're going to be able to get it. And then also, it's cost us to get this data. So this is a one-time fee or a one-time pull that we do for you. I mean, it costs us every time we get a pull and everything else. So if you want to keep your data up to date without you thinking about it or having to go in and go check it, I got this, let me go put it in here and all that, which experience shows me you won't probably do, unless most salespeople won't do that. There's administrative types of people who would never let that slip ever. But if you're a salesperson, you never probably do it. Then we're going to offer the paid function where you can pay. And it's going to be about $20, $25 at the time, but you'll be able to click right there and you can pay the 20, 25 bucks, and it'll go pull all your information again and keep it up to date. That would be good for you if you don't get a lot of licenses anywhere. You don't have very many licenses. You don't actively appoint with very many companies. You got 1 or 2 states and all that. You need to update that. You could probably do it yourself, but you might could do that. The better option, and what I'm going to recommend is this button right here, automatically update. So we call this InsureSync. So InsureSync, it's just real simple. It's hard to show up, but basically we'll wire into the public data sources and get real-time information from them. So the minute, like the National Insurance Producer Registry, sources like that, the minute that there's an official thing, Kentucky said you got a license here. Kentucky said you're appointed with ABC Carrier, and whatever state, boom, it's going to be in your dashboard. So we're integrated with them to be able to do that. It costs us all that. But this is called InsureSync. Keep your stuff always up to date forever without worrying about it. You don't have to think about it and all this. So it'll always be there. And this is our first level of paid service that you can get with us. Normally that price is going to be $9.95 a month. We have an annual option where you save 2 months. So it's 10 times that, $99.95. And then we have a lifetime option for $4.99. Let's see if I can expand this out. Let's see. No, I can't. How come I could do it while ago and not now? But right now, we got a special offer for you guys coming in. That's going to be half price. It's going to be $4.95 a month. $5, guys. $5. Think about your time and all that. It's $5 a month. And you know that this platform's not only here, but it's always up to date. It knows what the public data sources, what the departments of insurance and all that know at all times. And it's like within minutes of one update for it to come back here. And then special promotion to get this, if you want to pay annually, it's $49.95. And if you really want a good deal, if you want to get on this ride with us, about 5 years worth, $249, and you get this for life. You're going to be in this business more than 5 years. That's a steal. It's up for a limited time, but you can go in there and get that as soon as this goes live. What you'll have to do here when you come down, let me just go back, show you how it works. So you'll probably see a notification up here. For now, it's on my demo here. It's in the licensing part. So it's going to say automatically update. You're going to get this right above this top part. It's real simple. It's not a complex sales transaction. You want it updated? Yeah. Okay. So check out. So you check out. This offer's here for now. It's, so here's lifetime. So you choose your frequency if you want monthly, annual, you want to keep it at lifetime. And by the way, if y'all appreciate what I'm doing, lifetime would help us make some payroll and get your features out better. That's just do what you want, but that would help us if you do that, and you get a hell of a deal if you're going to be in the business very long. So then it would tell you to add your bank account, which there's one already added here, but I could come in here and I could add a new payment method. Continue. Wait a second. Change, add payment method. There you go. You put your bank name, checking your savings. You guys do this every day. You know how to do it. Routing number, account number, add. It's not going to let me do it. So you select, you agree to the terms, finish, and voila. You successfully subscribe to the alerts. Your information's always up to date. There you go. And if you get the lifetime, that'll be there forever. Hey guys, Insure team, why don't we just put this down? Let's make a badge for someone, like if they're annual subscribers or lifetime subscribers. Just put some kind of badge up there, tell them how great they are and how much we appreciate them. I would guess that this is pretty straightforward and you guys are all understanding this, but if you're using Agent Dashboard, I think it's a no-brainer for y'all, $5 a month. So I hope that you guys will enjoy that privilege. Second of all, we got agency dashboard coming up. So agent dashboard is for a single individual. Now, we had so many people sign up, and one of our big questions was, do I use my agency or my LLC or corporation, or do I use my personal? Well, that didn't matter which one you do, because that's going to be a primary account for you. But now we're releasing agency dashboard, and basically the difference is multi-user plus control. So if you want to know what that means, it's everything you have here, but you have multi-users. You can add users to your platform, and you have controls that you can put in. So this will be going live in the next day or so, and you'll get an email if you're not subscribed. I mean, if you have an agent dashboard account, you are subscribed, you will get the email. Just make sure that you check the spam. We had about 10%. If you have Outlook mail or something like that, they're not loving us right now. But everything else is getting through. So if you have Outlook mail or you didn't get emails from us in the last 2 days, go back in, check your spam, and make sure that we're whitelisted there. So, but we'll give you an email alert as soon as it goes live for you to sign up and get the special price. But here's how it works. So right up here under account, you have agency dashboard. Agency dashboard is going to allow you to add multiple users, and this is kind of your control panel, what it's going to look like. Now, in this one, we say that we have 6 seats available. This is our demo. So we have 6 seats available, and we've used 5 of them. So I'm able to come in and add a user. And without, I can just come in, Brandon. Brandon Todd Sure Sells. The demo allows fake NPN numbers, I think. There we go. All right, so now I use my, did it put me in there? Yeah. So now I use my next seat. Now, let me explain how seats work for you. So seats are a position in the software. So you can add another person in. Now, we had to make a decision on this, a product decision on, do we want to have a user become a paid for? So I put myself in, or I put one of my agents in. Do I pay for that person? Well, a lot of agencies, we all know there's a high turnover business, and there's some people that stay forever, but then some people leave and all that. If you're going to get a lifetime seat or whatever, then there's no reason to do that on an individual basis. So what we're doing is seats. So you buy it. If you buy it annual, monthly, lifetime, whatever, you have that seat while you're paying for it, and then you can add a user to it. That guy leaves, that girl leaves, you take them out, you put the new person in there. So that's done by seat. Now you go through here. Here's the benefits you get. You get to see and manage all the agent information. Agents can only see their own information. So let's take a look at that. So you are the agency owner if you own this, and this is something that you got to have a close affiliation with someone. You're paying for it and all that. So people wouldn't pay just to get information from other people. There's better ways to do that. So you, as an agency, you got 5 agents. You put those 5 agents in, you buy 5 seats, you put those 5 agents in, you pay for it. So now you're going to get a way to control what they see. So if I'm an agency owner and I'm selling term life insurance through direct mail, the last thing I want is these guys who are focused and really doing good, and I'm spending all my attention trying to do that, for them to go see that there's 21 other product lines and 50 plus carriers with all kinds of stuff. They'll get lost, and it'll be a detriment to them. So you're going to get to control what carriers they see and what product lines. And that's for your whole team, whatever you see. Now you as the owner will get to see everything. So you'll see everything. You control what they see. And then they'll log in and they'll see what you tell them, right? They'll only see their own licenses, appointments, all of those things, but you'll be able to go in and act as any of them, go in and just, it's a button called Act As. And so you go in, Act As Agent 2, and now you're Agent 2. whatever his or her name is, and you see exactly what they would see in there. So, and without it being stripped out, then you go back to your main panel and you're good. So you can control the carriers and products. The agents, this is important. Agents have no access to the affiliate program. A lot of conversations with people on this, and I'm working through. It just doesn't make sense for you to have an agency. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong on this. You'd have an agency and then try to get them going out and promoting our stuff if you don't want them to do that. And right now, that's not a feature you can add where they can see it or get their own. It could be if y'all have demand for it. But the feedback we've gotten and what makes sense to me personally is that they don't have access to the affiliate program. You have access to your affiliate program, your code. And then if you want to get them to do something with it or something, maybe you can. But it didn't make sense to give them access to the affiliate program. And then more than that, they receive no promotional emails or anything from us. So, our job is, we're not trying to get your agents and then start confusing them with our own marketing or upsell things and all that. So if you're adding your agency people to us, they're out of our communication network. They'll get password recovery. They could get that. But that's any kind of transactional thing like that. They're not going to be able to buy anything or any of those things, but they're going to be out of our marketing efforts when you do that. Now, to be fair, that doesn't mean that they're not going to see us on social media. They might come to one of our events. We're not going to like isolate them off from anything. I think that's a problem in our industry. People are trying to own each other. But they will not be added to any of our marketing efforts because you're doing it there. And if you have loyal agents, that should be enough. That's about it. So if you have questions on that, just go ahead and put them in the chat. I am doing a phenomenal job, it looks like. I present so well that no one has any questions. So how you sign up for Agency Dashboard? Let me tell you the price. Normally it's $15 a month, which would make our annual 10 months of that and 2 months free for paying annual, $150, or a lifetime for $750. Today, and for the next probably week or so, it's going to be on sale, $9.95 a month, $99.95 a year, and $4.99 for a lifetime. So you come down here, you select your payment free, see whether it's lifetime, annual, or monthly, and do the same thing. Make sure you got your right payment method in there, and you can check out. And I forgot. I skipped over this. You got to add the quantity of seats. So if you have, say, 5 agents, now your lifetime gets a little higher, $24.95. Annual's 5 times more, monthly's 5 times more. And then you agree to do all that. All of our charges, everything we do is just like your insurance companies do. It's all by ACH. So we don't do integrations with. We have card processors and all that. We found it much easier and better to do business through EFT and through the ACH Nacho program. So we'll have that. Also, by the way, for those of you just want to make sure, if you're in our affiliate program and you're in here today, we need your payment option in your account by tonight. So you need to do it right away, or else your commissions are not going to come in on Friday. They're going to come in next week, or depending on when you put your checking account in. So make sure that that's in there as well. Any other questions on Agency Dashboard? You have a seat. It's there for as long as you're paying for it. You have a lifetime seat, you'll always have that lifetime seat. You have an annual seat, it'll be there. You can take, you delete an agent, put in that seat's available. Now you put a new one in. I think that makes plenty of sense. The other thing, part of our special promotion right now, why you should do this now instead of a month from now, is if you buy any seats, whatever seats you buy right now, come with InsureSync on it. So you don't have to separately buy this and then go pay the additional $4.95 or what it'll be at that time to get it up to date. So promotional offer, you can add seats for $9.95 a month, which is actually basically $5 because you're already paying $4.95 for everything. So you get an always up to date account and all that for that. Now, if you have a seat, you take someone out, you put someone new in, so that works just fine. It'll sync up the new person as well. As long as that's not abused, we'll be able to keep that going. So, any other questions as we're going forward here? Buckley, we seeing anything? Technically, we good. Everything good on the technical side. Everyone got to hear me, see me. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming in. I want to tell y'all I want to close with just one more thing. People ask me why I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? Well, it was obvious that a while back, hold on, can you buy seats in advance of having agents? Yes, you can. I'd appreciate it, I guess. But, it wouldn't actually make sense to do it. I mean, you can buy it then. If you have some coming in next month or something, or in the next couple of months, and you want to get a couple seats because you know you will have them, you'll get a better deal now. So I could see that if it's going to be a year from now, or you hope to one day, and then I don't know. That's up for you. So yeah. So let me get back to what I was talking about. So it obviously made sense when people say, "Hey, why are you doing this?" Because what I'm doing, what they see publicly, is this guy saying he spent, 8 figures, about 10 million plus on this entire platform. All they don't see the next 12 steps of stuff I'm going to roll out in the next 3 to 6 months. But they do see that I have this one agent dashboard, which is a cool product for what it does. And I'm giving it away for free. And then not only that, I'm making you an affiliate and then paying you $25 for everyone you sign up. So I think this is starting to clear up a little bit. My goal is to be number one insurtech company in the country. I think our agency, our industry, and this has been why I've been behind this for a while, our industry is not served well because our tech is made by software people who've never sold a policy, have never built an agency or grown or scaled a call center or any of those things. So having lived this and built it for my own self, and now being able to package it in a way that makes sense for you guys is a dream of mine, not only to build a very, very successful company, but to also change the world and do what I don't think many software products have done for us. There's a few that do good in what they do, but that solved the problem and put you in that new zone to do it. So we're going to be releasing a lot of products. And this first product was a show of capability, so to speak, and also an invitation to let's be friends, right? So here, let me show you something cool. And this is a marketing technique they call reciprocity and stuff like that. Let me show you something cool. Let me solve a problem for you. And then you'll see kind of what I'm capable of. And so then now as we go forward, we're going to make more offers. So this isn't a charity, but it's going to make sense for you or it won't going forward. You're under no obligation. This is free for life. And our goal is to always make agent level, a single agent getting started, free as well or at least a huge amount of what we do free for the independent producer, the single producer, because I know what it was. I was that person. And I know the struggles they have. And so I want to help them get a step up. So there's that. And, like I said, my whole goal, we are building a company. We are going to try to change the world, and we're doing some innovative things. I've always been known as an innovator, but we're bringing affiliate marketing to the insurance business on the agency side. Now, what most people don't know is they are affiliates because that's what it is. You're an affiliate of the insurance company, independent contractor out there, sends in business, gets a commission. That model has gone prolific. It's what's built a lot of the big technology companies, information marketing, internet marketing companies. It's just using affiliate marketing to do their distribution. But we're going to do that in the insurance business in a way that's never been done. And so I want you guys to follow not only what we're doing, and become a part of it, but you can become part of a movement that helps build this big company. And I got so many surprises of how I'm going to bring you guys along with me. And so for any of you up for the ride of doing this, want to get on board and become part of this change that we're making and really make a ridiculous amount of money doing it, we're going to have these opportunities for you in spades. The last thing, and I might not have mentioned this, so let me just say real quick, the agency dashboard and the InsureSync products are commissionable. So as an affiliate, you get 25% commission on everything someone signs up at. So, and you guys have already signed up a lot of people. If you can go back to those people now and tell them about this new feature. And if they sign up with it, they're already tagged to you. So you are already going to get that commission on all the purchases they make on this going forward. So this is kind of how I want to share in this with you guys. I want us to build this together, right? Because I know, there's a million salespeople out there trying to sell insurance and make money and doing all this. And I can help them make money. I can help you guys make money on things that you're already doing and not getting paid for. And I think eventually this affiliate program is going to be more lucrative than most insurance sales opportunities just by itself. So we're just getting started, slow ramp. We're going to build up. You're going to see more and more. My job is to be like Santa Claus to you all year long up until, the fall sales season. We're going to go on a path together. We're going to learn more. I'm going to give you more and more tools, more and more things, more and more opportunities to do this. So you've never seen anything like this. This isn't what normal people do. This isn't a model that you can go out and grab that this FMO or an IMO are doing and all that. I think those are kind of the problems. These old, outdated models that worked in the 80s and 90s that are now just optimized for a few conglomerates that kind of harvest off of all of us and buy and sell us as commodities and stuff like that. So my job, what I'm doing is building a grassroots movement of independents who want more control over their life, want to do better, build their business better, scale their business better, and all of that. So that's my passion because, I'm the son of a salesperson who had to jump job from job and job. And sometimes things were good. Sometimes they were hard. Most of the time it was because someone in some big office somewhere far away thought that these salespeople were getting paid too much money or had some good idea to change the whole system and throw away what was working. And I know the struggles of the independent producer. I know what it's like to try to scale and come from nothing and become something, all those challenges before that. And I want to make that path a lot easier for all of you guys. I'll be announcing some other things like on my personal brand soon. We'll have a mastermind where I'm able to teach you whether you're starting from the beginning as a salesperson, you want to learn the right ways to build and sell for scale in a way that won't give you these growth ceilings and headaches that most people have, all the way to if you have a very large sales force and do a lot of things. That's just, I'm teasing you about that. That's going to be probably 1 to 2 months from now before that's out and they have those opportunities. But there's a lot of those things that we'll be doing. And again, my job is to give you such good products that you want to go tell everyone about them and then to pay you for doing it. So if we can create excitement, we can create that, build that together, then we can have a great company, and rising tide will lift all of our boats. So if there's any other questions right now, and speak now or forever hold your peace. Give it just a second. My coffee is already cold. I can't believe I still have the energy. But guys, I just want to thank y'all for coming here. We're going to start doing this every Monday. So same time, affiliate program. The affiliate program. I want to make it a cult. I want us to get together and have, I just say cult, but I want us to really have some good times and really make that an interactive experience over the next couple of weeks. So we can really come together and really figure out how we can do things. I'm going to share a lot of my insights and a lot of marketing tactics and just business building strategies in there with the group. So you kind of get that for free. And it's going to be all towards that. So 1 o'clock every Monday, 1 o'clock Eastern, we're going to have the affiliate program. At 5 o'clock, we're going to talk about what's new with Agent Dashboard and bring on new people and talk to them and all that. So if you can put those in your calendars, you can pretty much count on it. We'll give you advance notice if it's not going to happen, but I'm looking forward to that and all that there is to come. And a special thank you to Brandon, Michael, a lot of you guys who have been here today and have just jumped on the affiliate program, done so much. I want to give you, let me just, before I forget everybody here, let me see if I can get it back. So it'll be too hard to do. So I want to thank all you guys who have supported us. First, from from 0 to 600 in 2 weeks on our Insure Sales Facebook account, which really a lot of you guys jumped on and helped us get this thing out the door. I want to thank you guys for that. Checks in the mail if you get your not in the mail. Checks come in on Friday if you get your stuff in there, and thanks for making this what it could be. We're the future's bright. We're looking forward to a lot of good things. I just want to tell you about all of them, but that's enough for now. So God be with you. Let's go make more and be great. Talk soon.